shit show are you talking about? The Super League.
The exacto, my brother. That shit show we witnessed on European soccer. That
was born on
Super
Saturday. It
Yeah.
died on Sunday, dude.
Literally, almost. So shitty. But hey, that was arm wrestling.
Yeah.
The big clubs, some of the big clubs, they just felt it was their chance to make shit happen, and they went for it.
Uh-huh.
You have to respect that.
But it's like, why would they ruin the competitiveness of soccer now?
Why? I'm gonna tell you
think
why.
so.
I don't have my wallet on me.
Money left out.
Fucking money left
That's
out,
it.
bro. It's all about left out.
It's
That's
all
what
about
happened.
money. It's all about
that
money.
happened there. They saw. Okay, you have to put yourself like in their shoes once again. All right, it's the pandemic. All these fuckers, they used to make bank. All the big teams, Real Madrid spearheading the actual bunch, right? So they're making lots of money. They're the best paid in their league. They are usually progressing to the latest rounds in the Champions League, so they're making a shitload of money. But they probably feel deep down, oh, we're not getting enough. Why? Because at the end of the day, the UEFA, the Champions League, the most prestigious, best paid tournament in the world, right? It's managed by somebody else. It's managed by the UEFA. The UEFA, okay, which is the European Football Association, it's a bunch of suits corrupted out of their minds who live in Switzerland, fiscal paradise, no taxes, and
There's
they
no
are
taxes
just
in Switzerland?
no, there are taxes, but there is I think you call it tax.
Fiscal paradise.
Yeah, it's called tax haven in English.
Ah.
It's a tax haven because
Well, a lot of
what?
people that get rich over here, they put their money away in Switzerland.
Why do you think they do, mi perro? Because in Switzerland, after €1 million, they don't ask questions where the money comes.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Also, again, they have a very advantageous fiscal situation over there.
Right.
It's not the Cayman Islands, which is a flat-out tax haven, but it's, historically, every European person who was powerful stored their money.
Right.
And I'm talking about everyone. It's very famous how Hitler, took a bunch of the currency of the gold that they have in Germany and put it in Switzerland. Why do you think, bro? Switzerland is in the heart of Europe, and it went unblemished through 2 world wars.
Yeah,
bro. Why do you think is that? Because it's on the Alps? Because it's in the mountains? Fuck that. Because everyone was fighting the shit out of them. But you know where the money was? The money was in the bank. What was the bank? The money was in Switzerland. And it's been like that for the past 500 years. Ever since the Spanish Empire, the fucking Swiss bankers were famous for their ability to loan money and for their ruthlessness to get the money back. So they are motherfuckers, and they are not to be played with. Point is, the UEFA, the UEFA. What is it based in the fucking Switzerland? So the UEFA, it's an organism that governs that European soccer in general, the competition in particular, also the Euro Cup in between nations, it's also organized by the UEFA.
Right.
They've had several scandals of corruption scandals. So the thing is that the big teams probably have always looked at the UEFA like saying, these motherfuckers. So they're taking our money when we could be taking it just to say that they're the organizers.
So the big teams thought they were being cheated out of their money.
Exactly. And they went so far to say, no, soccer is going to disappear. Look, with the coronavirus, we've lost so much money. Now, if they don't really take over the actual power that we have to build a competition, we're going to just disappear. Soccer is going to end.
What's going to benefit them? They created their own league. And if they created their own league, they're not in the they're not in the Champions League anymore.
But it was a gamble. They didn't want to go out of come off the Champions League. This is my opinion, right? Do you want to establish the facts first and then I'll give you my opinion? Because the facts are that they just wanted to create an alternative competition. In that foundational letter that they wrote, they were saying that they were not intending not to play their league or not to play the Champions League. They just wanted to create an adjacent competition they would play early on in the week or something during the weekdays because they wanted to respect the tradition of the national championships.
Yeah, but they can't do all those 3 tournaments. I
mean, if they have instead of 25, if they have 35, 40 player rosters, they potentially could, but that's not the point. Yeah. Again, this was all a gamble, right? Because they probably know that it logistically would be a very difficult thing to do. All of a sudden, to change. Yeah, not to mention
it's already a shit show.
The calendar is already packed with shit.
Yeah,
already.
And I'm talking about their domestic cups that they have, right?
Of course. Well, that's part of one of the competitions that jams up the calendar is the National Cup or the King's Cup in Spain. Then you have the national teams. Multiple tournaments, then you have the friendly games, then you have the tours that they must do because they need to make more money, so they have to come to America for a month to play in fucking New Jersey just for the gringos to watch it.
The MetLife Stadium, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And they fill it up.
We need some entertainment too, exactly.
I'm just describing what is happening, right? So they saw, okay, is the coronavirus situation, we're fed up. These fuckers have been taking our money for too long. We can show how we've lost a shitload of money. Again, because of the coronavirus, nothing else. It's because of the coronavirus. And everyone, the coronavirus only affects the rich teams. No, it affects everyone.
Everyone.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But they made it about them, right? They're like, with the coronavirus, with the current situation, we've lost so much money. We need a new competition that we can maximize profits with. And we need to do it now to save soccer. And everyone's like, say, what? You made last year 500 million euros. What the fuck are you talking about saving soccer? What the fuck are you do have no money? Because they were like, we have no money, but this is, blah, blah. So that was the setup of the gamble.
Right.
Okay, we need desperately things to change because soccer is gonna end. This is not sustainable. We've lost so much money. The saving thing is gonna be creating this fucking new league, which 12 top teams in Europe manage, and that is gonna give the audience what they want. Barcelona, Real Madrid every week.
High competitive soccer.
High competitive, high quality, top of the food chain soccer games every fucking week. Because that's the thing, right? It's like they're telling you, oh, come on. What they're telling you is like, oh, come on. You can have, Bucatini Matriciana. You can have it whenever you want. Why would you have it once a month? Why would you have, tzatziki eggplants? Or I don't know. What's your favorite Greek dish?
Pasticcio.
Why would you have pasticcio once a month when you can have it every week twice? That's what they were selling in terms of games.
Yeah, but I'd rather have it once a month to savor that moment when I have it.
Exactly the
beautiful.
point. That's the whole point. But they don't see like because they think money. They're not thinking about, what's behind that actual event. That's the highly competitive soccer game that we may see once or twice every season because you have to wait until late April or May to see the Champions League quarter, semi, and finals.
But also, the Champions League is a point of also smaller clubs to be involved and have some tight competition, dude.
That's another
thing.
thing.
And they can get some money more too, right?
Exactly, because by distributing the funds that they get, they of course get some more money.
If a small club makes the first knockout stage, they get some prize money out of that,
exactly,
right?
They do.
Which helps them,
stay alive. Really.
Exactly.
Like the champion of Lithuania, bro. Of Skonto Riga. They're never gonna make it to the stage group, and they may once every 10 years. But they did the preliminary rounds, right? So they make a lot of money here and there. So it helps them survive. These are not they're professional teams, but they pay like 5 figures to their players, probably. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying huge amounts.
Right.
So it contributes to balance the situation in the whole spectrum of the continent. However, the truth is that those games, if you can choose, you can see a Real Madrid, Manchester United. Are you gonna be a Skonto Riga against Fenerbahce from Hungary? You're not gonna watch that shit. You're gonna watch Real Madrid. So that's the card they were playing, and it's a valid one. Now, what is the most important thing about this whole thing? It's the money. The money. You have to follow the money, and then you'll understand what's happening.
Yeah.
The problem was that it pissed a lot of people off.
A lot of fans. It pissed off almost every football fan.
Well, a lot of their supporters, they said, yeah, fuck it. No, it was whatever. Well, because, they want to support their team and they saw, they believed what they told them. Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid's president, that was the foundational president. And then the vice president was Angeli from Juventus.
That guy didn't give a fuck, bro. He's like...
He's used to this.
He said it's not our fault if you can't afford it.
We're talking about one of the most powerful persons in the whole Spanish country. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then in soccer as well. He's revolutionized Real Madrid. He changed forever that club. Yeah. So he feels he's a messiah. He's a savior. And he felt it was the right moment to lead this revolution. Again, they didn't want a whole... They probably... In the back of their minds, they were like, how far we can stretch this out.
Of course.
How far we can take it to then come into the negotiation. Because all they wanted is to renegotiate with the UEFA, which we are seeing now. All they wanted was to make the UEFA feel the dagger in the neck. And they were like, oh shit, okay, let's sit on the table and negotiate.
They're not fucking around, that's what you're saying, yeah.
But they didn't want that competition at all costs. If they wanted, they would have a big, fat set of balls.
Is the Champions League going to change their format too?
Come again?
I think the Champions League, they might change their format in 2024.
And that's, in interviews, Florentino Perez said, that's not enough. That change comes way too late, he was saying, and it's not enough because still there are too many games, there are too many teams, and there is not enough competitive games. Because at the end of the day, we'll have to face, the champion of Lithuania.
But that's the beauty of that's the beauty of soccer, though.
Well, to you and to me,
but not to them. If the champion of Lithuania beat the champion of England or something, for example, that's a fucking... That's a huge upset.
Exactly. Totally. If we have a Super League in which there is only 12 teams, which are the most powerful, and they're always the one playing.
No one's.
How is Ajax gonna happen?
Yeah.
Ajax, one of my favorite things about soccer is fucking Ajax of Amsterdam.
Yeah, dude, we've talked about this multiple times.
We talked about this multiple times, but how cool it is that all of a sudden every year they come up, they have a team. They're all from I don't know who the fuck knows when. They say they're all Dutch people, but you have a Moroccan guy, you have a black guy, you have a Chino guy, and then they're all great playing.
Their system is amazing, dude.
Exactly, because they don't have money, so they heavily rely on the academy. How's that going to happen if they're not part of that competition? They said there was going to be a promotion system that eventually some things could come in and out, blah, blah, blah. But it was just all bollocks.
Yeah.
The point is, it was all about money, and it was just to gain some leverage to renegotiate their agreement to be part of the Champions League. And instead of being, just getting money for victories or for making it far into the competition, they probably wanted some back-end deal that, okay, whatever happens, we always participate in this
money.
And we're getting this money. We're getting 100 mil. No questions asked, and then we play. You know what I'm saying? So in the summer, we already have in the back the 100 mil, and then we play. Because right now it's not like that, right? The farther you get, the more money you get. Also, depends on your previous record and the team you are. There is a back end deal. So Atletico Madrid made less money making it to the final than Real Madrid because Real Madrid had a better record, first of all, a few years back in the actual competition, and then they have some sort of system that gave probably a TV audience, whatever, that gives them more money, but they made more money.
You know what would have been not a bad system. I just thought about this right on the spot. How the Nations League is.
Tell me more.
You have the top. Let's say you have the top 12 countries, right?
Yeah.
In Europe.
Okay.
Then you have the next top 12.
Right. There's a promotion series and a B series.
Say top 10 teams are A's, top the 10 through 20 are B's, and there's a relegation system.
Right. That's cool, but you know why they would never do that?
Why?
What if Real Madrid fucks up in the managerial side of things and they get a shitty team that cannot win 2 games in a row?
Well, it's their fucking problem.
They're going to be relegated. What happens if they get relegated? They're going to have their income, their money, the revenue cut in half.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to say, fuck that. We're the richest now. We won our money. We won our cut no matter what because we're the richest. We're the wealthiest.
Yeah.
So fuck your nation leagues.
Yeah, that's true.
Nations League. That's probably what's happening. And again, that's the whole point of having a league. Remember, the league didn't have any relegation. They said, this is the 12 teams. They will play. These 12 teams are the base. These ones play every season. The rest we'll see. We'll do a system, this and that. But those 12 are always there.
It's also kind of crazy how the fans stood up, right? They're like, no, we're not having this.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of England in general. We're gonna say, but I did
fucking
appreciate.
Protested. They're like, we're not having this shit.
Yeah.
And what was it? A slogan? This is built by the poor, ruined by the rich, or something like that.
I think I saw it on Liverpool.
Yeah.
On Liverpool's stadium. Just saw Phil Neville. Gary Neville. One of the two Nevilles. Yeah.
Ripped them, bro, completely. He ripped Manchester United completely, too.
Completely.
But that's his thing, though. He rips people. Like, he rips teams. He's a heavy criticizer of teams. Like, if he doesn't like something, he'll tell you flat, straight out, like, he doesn't like them.
Really? Even Manchester United, though?
Even Manchester United, bro. He'd make a couple comments about Ole's.
Really?
Yeah. And his squad selection. I've seen a couple of clips about him,
yeah. Okay, so it was actually Manchester United fans, bro.
Yeah.
On April 19th, created by the poor, stolen by the rich. Furious Manchester United fans protest.
Oh, it's
clubs European Super League plans.
Ferguson spoke out, too. Ferguson didn't like it.
What did he say? He didn't like it?
He said you just threw 70 years of football down the drain. Yeah.
Big words.
We'll see what happens.
Well, at the end of the day, And
I'm pretty sure, listen, all of these legal, there's a lot of legal shit that's behind the scenes that we're not seeing. Of course, these clubs can pull out. But I think eventually, I agree with Perez on this, eventually this is going to happen. He's like, we've signed contracts. You can't just pull out and not play.
Right.
Which is sad to say because, listen, behind everything, there's contracts, there's money involved.
True.
The fans can say all they want, but
it's all about how do you want the future to be like,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Do you want to transition into more of an American style sort of sports environment?
It's that's what MLS is.
Percent.
No promotion, no relegation.
That's right. Because that's, in a sense, what they wanted. They wanted more of an American all about the money sort of sport event or sport system.
Yeah.
But for now, it's over.
Is Atletico Madrid still in it?
Don't even get me started with that shit.
Why?
It makes me very fucking upset.
Why does it make you upset?
Well, because Atletico Madrid wasn't a weird...
So you're upset that they're in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Because I was a Man U fan and I was upset that United was in it, but
Okay.
United left.
Right. But Atletico didn't live because here's the thing, right? So Atletico Madrid, they're not a rich team, right? They just
Would you say they're a top 5 richest team in Spain?
they're top 3.
Top
They're the third.
three. The
No
third.
question asked. But they're not like rich, as in
Like
as
Real
in
Madrid.
wealthy, like Real Madrid, Barcelona. Their stream of income, the revenue is way smaller. No, way smaller, but it's like 50% less. You know what I mean? Real Madrid, Atletico may do like 200 and something. Real Madrid has 500 and something. You know what I'm saying? It's more than double or Real Madrid just. But the point is that they were in this tricky situation, right? Florentino calls. Oh, we're making a Super League. You want in? Now, put yourself in the shoes of that fucking corrupt piece of shit president that we have, right? Okay, so on the one hand, I have here all the richest teams willing to go into a competition that's gonna make them bank, that's gonna make them still super wealthy,
Yeah.
and they want me be part of it and join the fucking club, right? And on the other hand, I have here like the vast majority of my fans, and then the rest of the teams of the league, and then all the traditional people or the humble teams and so on and so forth, who are telling me that that's shit, that just stay with us and just be true to our origins, roots, and inner whatever, right?
Yeah.
What do? Do you secure your financial future going to the rich, or you stay with the poor and automatically, potentially, if that progresses, get cut out
You miss
of the
out
biggest
opportunity.
competition?
I don't know, man.
That was the tricky part. That was what Atletico Madrid was in. And then, well, we know what they said. They said, Florentino, what do we have to sign? When? Do we go now? Let me catch an Uber.
It's sad. At the end of the day, it's all about money, man.
It was all about money.
Yeah.
It was about. But hey,
I can never say no to competitive soccer. So
at the end of the day, that's what it was going to say. Like, they can bitch all of they want. But then, when they see their team playing against Real Madrid, Manchester United defense, what are they going to do? Not go? I can guarantee you they have a shitload waiting. If somebody relinquish their season tickets, you have like 5 of them waiting there like hyenas to grab that ticket.
Yeah.
So that's what they probably counted on. And they said, you know what? Some people are going to be pissed, but in the long run, we're going to win. And we're going to continue to be super fucking wealthy. And that's why they did it. The only thing is that it didn't work out because the pressure was too high. But maybe, and this is my opinion, what I was trying to tell you before once we laid out the facts, I think they never wanted this. If you look at it thoroughly, they never wanted the Super League. They never said with precision what it was going to be. They just gave on that foundational letter some details. Yeah. It was kind of vague. We only knew that the rich teams were in there. The English teams weren't really saying much. They just signed that, but they weren't, there was a lot of weird shit.
It also came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did. It did. It came out of nowhere. It did come out of nowhere. At the same time, they had the perfect justification, as I said before, because of the coronavirus crisis.
Yeah.
But it did. Like, why now? Why this way? I guess they felt like, okay, when do we plug the cord?
It's time to make money, too.
Let's plug the cord and see what happens. Let's just, again, this is my opinion. They were just trying to put a shitload of pressure on the UEFA.
Which I agree. I can agree with that opinion, man.
Because you have to think about it. At the end of the day, it's like, some shitty people is going to be making a shitload of money.
All the time.
Who do you want? Do you want the UEFA, a bunch of corrupt suits, or you want the top European teams? Which have a bunch of shitty presidents, or they're owned by investment funds, like British teams, like LeBron has some of them, like 3.
In Liverpool, right?
Yeah, has some stake in Liverpool. Man. They Manchester United is owned by Manchester United is owned by the Glazer company family, some sort of rich family from Florida.
Yeah, they own the Buccaneers too.
So
who won the Super Bowl too? Crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
wild.
Crazy. But hey,
whatever, man.
Money speaks.
Like I said, we'll see how this unfolds.
My theory is they just wanted to do it because of that, and now they are in a more advantageous position to negotiate with the UEFA, which is what they always wanted. They just wanted to sit back at the table and renegotiate more advantageously.
They put a full court press on UEFA basically.
Yep, exactly. And nobody loves UEFA. That's the whole point. They were like, let's put some pressure on these fuckers because nobody likes them anyway. It may have served the purpose they really have. Only time will tell.
Guys, follow us, please. If you have the chance, Instagram, Facebook.
No.
What?
You must. No, if you have the chance.
No. I don't want to pressure. No, because you put pressure on people, they don't want to do it.
You're right.
It's a free country. Do whatever you want.
For now.
My advice, please, subscribe. Tito and the Greek, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes,
Everywhere, really.
Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. We
Not
have accounts.
TikTok.
Not TikTok.
I'm not going there.
They know that by now.
I'm gonna keep on saying them. So
Thank
please, guys, everything helps. Every view helps. Every share, every like button.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you for appreciating our funny captions that this guy puts up. So
You betcha.